Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another Brewery with me, Peter, the Master of Hoppers. Today, checking out some more Wild Ale. This time from a brewery that I've been recommended to check out quite a lot. And whenever it's been over, I've not really been able to pick it up, or I've been too slow because it's been over in Europe a few times. It's all the way from Australia, and this is from Wildflower Brewing and Blending. I picked this one up on Beer Dome, so thanks a ton to Beer Dome for the beer. They've had a selection of the beers sporadically. I've seen it a couple of times, missed it every single time, but then the last time they got some, I was like, okay, let's get some. This sounds nice. So this is a bottle of their Distinctly Perceived 2021, which is a blend of barrel-aged golden Australian wild ales that's been aged on Riesling, Viognier, Semillon, and Sibibo Pomace. So 5.8%, and Pomace is the end product after making wine. It's the pressed or spent grapes. Cantillon is known for making a few lambic blends with the Pomace that's been conditioned on Pomace, and they've been really nice. I have one of my favorites from them in the cellar actually to review at some point, Le Plaisir, but I want to age that one for a bit because I tried it fresh at the brewery, which was lovely, but it's fun to see how those ages. So it says it's made on Cardigal Wangle land with ingredients grown on Ngunnawal and Wonnarua Island, Wonnarua land. So I'm guessing it's local areas. They talk about where they're coming from. If you look up the beer online, you'll find even the farmers or wine growers who helped provide the Pomace for the beer here for the end result. And all the different beers have been aged on each their Pomace, and then it's been blended together, which is really cool. So they kind of really can dial in the flavor profile by blending through different Pomace aged wild ale. It's really cool. So yeah, let's check this one out. It says bottled in 21, best before 26. So this is already 3 years in the bottle. Impressive. So let's check it out. I'm looking forward to this. I love any kind of funky beer with great quality. Even if it's Pomace, it doesn't have to be the juicy, vibrant nuances you get of fresh grapes. But looks beautiful in the glass, streaming, highly effervescent CO2 levels. You can see it's very slightly hazy, but otherwise very pale golden. Very nice white head to it, very fluffy looking. Let's check out the aroma. Wow, that smells fucking great. That smells really good. Oh, it has a really interesting minerality to it, almost like wet stone. There's the grape quality blends so well with the wild ale in this one. This smells fucking awesome. And also it's only 5.8%. That's amazing. So very fruity. I'm getting lots of pear. There's a little bit of an apricot note. Also a little bit of a spiciness, woodiness. Also, there's a floral element to it, almost like lavender. And it has some of those sweet fruity notes you can associate with Riesling. I see some of that in here. Balanced funkiness, there's some, nothing crazy. Also, like a very citric aroma, actually. Like lemon and skin and pith as well, because it's like drying. And lime. Definitely limey. It smells really good. There's a lot going on in this. A lot. This is just the nose here is a very, very, very intriguing first smell of this beer. I can also smell this is something my missus is really going to enjoy. I really like the minerality to this. There's also umami. There's something that makes my saliva go that's like a little bit almost, it's not meaty, but it's like almost the umami richness of like onion or something like that, garlic. But maybe not per se onion and garlic, but it's just the sensation of like vegetables that are caramelized I'm getting for some reason. Not that the beer is vegetal. Could also just be because it smells really good and my mouth is just watering like crazy. Let's try it. Cheers. Thanks a ton to Beer Dome for the beer. Wow. That's got some really unique character to it. That is really good. So much grape quality considering that this is Pomace. So dry, bone freaking dry. This is 5.8% alcohol, and it finished at 10 Plato. Oh no, the original gravity, sorry, is 10 Plato. That's not a lot. Like, a lot of Pilsners do not get that much alcohol and are higher gravity. They're like 5, maybe 5.2, and they finish at maybe like 2, 1 or something. This means that this is probably just fermented out like completely. There's like next to no sugar left in this. I can feel it. I have a little bit of a burn on the inside of my mouth from cooking, tasting food that was too hot. And I can feel like dryness almost on that. Almost like if you ever have food with MSG, that dryness you get and savoriness you get in your mouth. I'm getting vibes of that for some reason, which is really cool. Lots of oak to this as well. A little bit of a tannic structure that's not like intense, but there's some. Really nice musty kind of funkiness to it that's balanced. It's like it's there for a second and it fades in and transitions into like a wine, like musty, funky, or musky funkiness, and then it transitions to all the wine characteristics. There's like stewed kind of pear nuances to it. A bit of like stone fruit, apricot. It has this citrus pithy note, lime, but there's also like a little bit of like a pomelo or something that's bitter and citric sour. This is what I really love about wild ale. Like when it's done right, it ticks all the boxes. It's what I love: low ABV, high drinkability, high flavor, high refreshment level. Like you can drink this and just sip on it. It's like, I don't care. Just like enjoy it like a glass of beer, and it's nice, flavorsome, hot out. Or you can sit and really analyze it as I'm doing with loads of layers of flavor. Like that's the beauty of these wild beers. You get so much character with a fraction of the ABV. Like so much beer these days that are popular are like big double IPAs, triple IPAs, all that. Like, fuck man, I love when you get ABV down and you get a lot of complexity. It's that lavender. There's also something that also reminds me a little bit of dill, which is interesting. It's really good. It's fucking awesome. I think this one will age well as well. It can go further in the bottle. But right now it's just a really crushable, awesome, really refreshing beer. For me to go even higher in terms of grade, I think maybe I'd want a touch more funkiness just because of a personal preference. But otherwise, this is really close to world-class barrel-aged wild ale. I think this is pretty phenomenal. I love the high drinkability on this and the layers of complexity. We'll go 94. This is really good. Like if you love natural wine, I think you would love this hard because there's a lot of elements in this that are flavors you also find in natural wines. But this is really good. Awesome. Again, 5%. Like you can't do that with natural wine. You can't make this kind of product where it's sparkling and like bone dry and low ABV with the same amounts of flavors. But this is wonderful. So yeah, if you guys had a chance to try Wildflower Brewing and Blending's Distinctly Perceived 21, let me know what you thought of it. I think this is wonderful. Perfectly balanced acidity too. And it's only like lactic acidity. I'm not picking up on any acetic notes or anything, which is awesome. So wonderful. If you guys had it, let me know. As always, comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page, Twitter, and Instagram. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And I will say cheers and thanks to Beer Dome for the beer. And see you guys in another beer review.